Good evening, my friends. Sorry for that. The stream got set up incorrectly. We're gonna be testing a couple of new things in here. We're trying to get a new playlist for. We're gonna be working on some images. So, depending when you're watching me, let me know where you're watching from. We're building a playlist for the audience. And one of the things, let me just share my screen in here, is that we're gonna be creating some of these images. So let me just refresh this. Um, we are leveraging Sora, and I hope that you can hear me okay. I'm just bring the volume a little bit higher here. Perfect. We're gonna be building some of these images, and I'm trying to build the whole animation for when you build your cartoon animation. So if you're a ChatGPT member, you can build some of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be bringing from my images, I'm gonna bring one of my images. And the idea is to have something that it can use as a baseline. It might not be perfect, but the whole thing is how do we build the animation and then a video. So in this case, I'm gonna go, I want to create an image, create a 3D image like I am working in a Mac, in a silver laptop, and animate work. Let me change a little bit of the music here. Let's see what else they have in here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Let's, if you have any questions in regards to AI or funnels, drop it on the chat and I should be able to see it. So I'm gonna work. And, put a black t-shirt with the words funnel builder. This put me in a podcast studio with a microphone while I work on the computer. So after you put your prompt, you can check the size. So definitely 3x2 is similar to 6x9. So this is the wide aspect ratio, so you can go in there and then you can change the resolution that you get. So 720 gonna be a little bit slower than 480, but again, if you put it, you can then modify it. So in this case, it's gonna be a 10-second video. I could change to a 5-second video. Add a cup of coffee and take a sip of coffee while working. So that'll be the whole idea. Use the face from the image I provided as reference So that should start building right now. That, and let's see how that goes. So as we doing that, that will let us then automate a playlist that we're creating. So let's see this. No, this. And the idea is that this will be the background so we can animate the whole process. And an interesting thing while this build, if you don't know, this website called Epidemic Sound that allow you to craft your music that they may have, and you can stream or use it for your projects or anything like that. And that's what I'm doing. I'm creating this playlist so I can share it with the audience. So like this one. So this one will be a funnel hacking playlist. So let me just go here. Oh, but it put someone else in the picture. It didn't put me. That's a bad thing. You add. So these are some of the problems where you're getting that. Sometimes you get a video, but then you get what you want. You added a video of another person, not of me. So now that we're having that problem, let's go into ChatGPT and let's try this. I'm gonna upload the same image. I want you to create a 3D cartoon image of me in a podcast studio while working on my laptop. Change my image, my chair to be a black image with letters saying the colors to the shirt. Okay, let's see if now in this side it give me a better output. And definitely here I have more control than in Sora. And the cool thing is that depending on what you do, you can actually then come to something like Hydra, and then you can animate. So in this one, I actually created it.
One funnel away. Let's work on it together, so let's have fun. Now it's coffee time.
So right there, I took the first image and I actually went and put some words on it. And then I can actually even record my voice. Let's see if this is coming. Let's see. I forgot to actually ask for it to be wide, but let's see what it create. Let me know where you're watching this from. I see a couple of people connected, so let me know in the chat where you're coming. That's not coming back. That's actually pretty cool. And I like the whole lighting. So that's an actually pretty nice picture. It's a little bit younger than me, but then if you would like to change it, here's what you do. Can you change the aspect ratio to 16:9 so the image will be wider. And it was interesting that it's changing it, but it even caught the part of putting like a little ring on the finger as I'm married. So that was an interesting detail that it caught in there. So let's see as this goes. And if you see this anytime in any of the LLMs, what that means is that they're trying to test so you can guess which one you prefer. So it will then generate the two images. And while that goes, let's go back to the music so we can add that one to the playlist. I like that one. That's definitely, I have used that one in the past. Okay. And one of the cool things that I love about Epidemic Sound is that you have a lot of different playlists that they have already created, but you can then create this one, so you can do it. And if you're doing something that you're actually going, let's say jogging or anything like that, you can then look at it and have the app now, so you can do some of it. So sports. The motorsports actually, they have like a fast beat, so I like them when I'm working on something. Still thinking. Come on. So as we're going through this, let's see. Let me just pick one side and see if that will make it go faster. So I want to be able to make this one a wider one so I can put more information on it. But I like this, the way this one looks. So let me just open and let me copy the prompt. And you can actually do that. You can copy the prompt so you can do, where's my image that I want? This one, background. Make sure the image is in aspect ratio 16 by 9 wide or 1280 by 720. Let me leave it wide format. Okay, let's see. This one is still thinking, so let's see. This one will start creating. There you go. So this one is creating. And this one is still thinking. You can also select them by style. So if you like more disco, or like the workout ones are if you're gonna be doing something for exercise. Some of them have some lyrics, and again, you can select if you want them or not. But like, see, they try to mimic Super Bowl or different lyrics like that, so you can have them. And then have something interesting while you work. Trying to build the list, so when I work, I have something. Dang. There we go. We got a little image ready to go. Okay, so now that we have this one, I can download it. Let's download this. There we go, and then we can go to Hydra, and we can then go back into the platform that allow you to then create a video. Let me just go video. I need to stop it for a moment because I have to record, but you can plug in the start frame. And I'm gonna pick this one. And then you have the option to then take and you can upload your audio. So that means that you generate somewhere else. You can record the audio or you can generate speech. So I'm gonna record the audio. So give me the option right here in the middle that I can then come here and say like, then I allow for the visitor side. Hello, my friends. This is Carlos. Thank you for being here. Let's have some fun as we go through it and while we do all of our work. So let's hear
Visitor
this.
side.
Hello, my so let's just put it there. Friends, this is Carlos. Thank you for being here. Let's have some fun as we go through it and while we do all of our work. So, there we have about 10 seconds of audio. Add to the video. Animate this image so we can use it for some of our videos. This should be as I am working on the laptop. So you tell it what you want it to do, and then we click next, and this will start the generating process. So now that this is cute, let's go back to this one's still working. So let's bring back the music and let's see where we go. These are our heavyweights. off here. And I'm gonna add another screen share from. You should be listening to music. Let me just bring. This one will go on the other side. So let me try to bring it now. There you go. So we have that one up now while the other one generates, so we can have something on the way. And let me just bring the other ones that I did today. So let me. There are a couple of other ones that we generated today. And let me bring this one so you can see it. Okay, there we go. So this is another one that is very popular that I've seen a couple of times. So the idea is that how do you get one of these little dolls or something like that, and that's a new style that has been popping out this past week. So where do we start? So again, the whole idea is that you bring one image if you want it to mimic or represent you, and then you can add a prompt and like what do you want it to generate, and it's the whole idea. And you say, okay, so this look a little bit like me when I was younger, and then say remove the beard and add glasses and some gray hair. It put me a little bit too old, but it still looked a little bit like, man, it looked funny. And then I say, hey, can you change my hair to be a little bit shorter? And again, it started modifying, but if you look, it kept similar traits. And then last one that I think that is the one that I'm staying with is like the hair must be short like a fade. And that's a little bit normally like me, but it put me a little bit too young, but I'm staying with that one because the wife liked that one. So again, how do you create some of these ones is simple. Just go into your ChatGPT for all model, and then you start with the prompt of what you want. That's the whole idea. How do you start there to share that part? Let's check the Hydra model. Okay, the Hydra model has generated. So let me stop. Uh, let's see how this one sounds. Hello, my friends. This is Carlos. Thank you for being here. Let's have some fun as we go through it and while we do all of our work. So that's actually pretty good lip syncing for the whole thing. So the whole idea is how do you, as you go through your day, whatever you're doing, we just bring this out, that you actually can enjoy and learn how to use some of these technologies so you can connect with people, you can connect with your business and everything else. Some friends, there you have it, how you can create those new images that you may be seeing around there. My friends, we'll see you on our next episode.